So I thought I would come on here and continue to do the thinking that I'm doing, but try doing it out loud so that I can break this little bit of a dry spell at uploading videos. One of the things that has been on my mind is, what do I believe spiritually? And the first answer to that is, I don't know. You know, I am flooded with a lot of information on the internet about spirituality. Certain things resonate, others do not. And some things resonate for a time, and then they don't anymore. Other things I have denied, and then as time goes on, come to accept. So it's always changing. Probably the invariant thing is my belief in God. I have had that since I can remember. And as far as a Christian belief, yeah, you know, I have really had that all the way through. You know, it certainly doesn't follow the doctrine of any one particular church, that's for sure. And yet it's there. Most recently, I have really been excited about how others outside of the traditional Christian community see Jesus. You know, what was going on in his life between age 12 and age 30? From what I understand, he was traveling with the traders between the Mediterranean region and India. And there are some records that he studied with the Buddhist monks. There's also a lot about how he was of the Essenes. And I don't know enough about the Essene teachings to really speak with any intelligence on that subject. But it seems to explain some of the puzzling things that he would say in the parables, you know, in the Gospels, that I had heard since childhood, but never quite understood. And, you know, when I come across new information in the realm of spirituality, and then look back on the various things that Jesus would say in the Gospels, a lot of new understanding comes out. There's a lot of illumination. It's like, oh, that's what he meant. with that particular parable, or the Sermon on the Mount. Oh, so studying and learning more about wider spirituality has really helped me understand what is Christ consciousness. What does it mean to be a son of God, as Jesus said, and to be the son of man, or son of humanity? Something that Jesus talked about. So my spirituality has evolved in that way, and believing in God has been an invariant through my entire journey, but the details have changed. The concept of what are angels, that is still evolving. I believe that there are other believers out there, extraterrestrials. The what is it called? The Fermi paradox. With so many stars and planets out there, how is it we've never been contacted? Well, there do seem to be some explanations for that, having to do with our sovereignty as a human species, our free will, and the deep spirituality of the wider collective out there elsewhere in the universe, and how they aren't going to mess with us until we choose to invite them. Kind of sounds like the prime directive from the Star Trek universe. So we're getting into some woo-woo content here. That comes out of the world of star seeds and the Galactic Federation, the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, and so many others. The Angelics, yeah. Lyrians, yeah. And, there are videos of individuals that say that they are attending the meetings of the Galactic Federation. I can't claim that I have really gotten on board with that part of it yet. And yet I do have a sense that I very well receive downloads from, I don't know who they are, extraterrestrials, angels, somebody. I have some specific information and beliefs about that. But, that is where the open-mindedness comes in. With a background in science and logic, how is it that I could come to believe weird things like being in contact with aliens or angels? Yeah. And yet I kind of do. I guess I try to maintain enough open-mindedness to accept the possibility that it's all imaginary. You know, I guess I can't say that I'm 100% convinced in these ethereal and esoteric things. But I am pretty convinced. And I, at this point, am choosing to believe in these things. And I'm waiting to see. And as I learn about new things, well, I do have to be a little bit discerning because there are some things up there that just don't resonate. Yeah. So I guess this video has turned out to be one about belief. Being open to new beliefs, being open to the possibility that they might be incorrect. That certain things I believe are invariant, and although the details may evolve, the core belief remains constant. Well, how interesting. I just turned the camera on to try to process some things out loud, and it seems to have turned into a video. I might just post this one.